Dementia. When I was young, my grandpa was always alone in the living room. He had lost my grandma, and depression had taken over the once bubbly and energetic man. The smell of cigarette smoke would greet us whenever we visited him, and we knew from his eyes that he was thinking about my grandma. Even though the smoke made me annoyed, I still loved my grandpa. He was dealing with pressure and grief that nobody could understand. This caused him to develop dementia when he was in his 60s. I thought that because of his dementia, my grandpa would become challenging to talk to, but surprisingly, he just became different. He became more talkative and cheerful, and loved to open his photo album and share stories from his youth. Even though he couldn't remember recent events, he could recall his childhood. He was a carpenter when he was young, so he would tell us about his journey to becoming a master carpenter. He also loved to sing Hokkien songs, and I would hum along with him. My uncle would take my grandpa to a dementia care base, where he took classes with other elders with dementia. Different therapists would lead them in singing and speech exercises, occupational therapy, and physical therapy. I even volunteered there for a month, and the elders there taught me Hokkien and asked me to sing along with them. Even though my grandpa passed away, I will never forget the joy he had when he was singing and telling stories. Dementia may seem scary, but it taught me to look at life differently. The elders at the dementia care base showed me that even though they may be dealing with dementia, they still care for us just as grandparents care for their grandchildren. While dementia is a severe disease that can profoundly impact people's lives, it's important to remember that it doesn't define who you are. My experience with my grandfather taught me that people can still find joy, happiness, and new passions even under challenging circumstances. By approaching dementia with compassion, understanding, and a willingness to learn, we can help break down the stigma surrounding the disease and create a more inclusive and supportive community for all those affected. And who knows, we may even discover new connections and experiences we never thought possible.